Update on Tropical Depression Phanfone, which has formed in the Western Pacific, not far from the island of Yap. At 11 AM Philippine time this December 22nd, it had winds of 35 miles per hour and a pressure of 1000 millibars, verified by ASCAP. JMA going slightly higher at 40 miles per hour, which is obviously enough for those naming rights. On the CDPS scale, though, it is a stage 5 for Dinagat Island on Christmas Eve for potential landfall. Devastating potential with rainfall amounts that could reach 300 millimeters. Here is the system's current location. It is pretty much on the verge of tropical storm status. It will probably reach that status very soon if it hasn't already. But here it is right now, 8.1 north, 137.9 degrees east. That puts it 93 miles south of Yap, 225 from Palau, 792 from Bislig, 851 from Surigao, and 853 from Davao in Mindanao. Well, you'll be able to take a look at the storm's progression on this model run here from the GFS. You can see it trekking through the Philippines over the next few days, and main time really Christmas Eve over Christmas Day and possibly into the 26th as well. There's the landfall during the afternoon evening hours of Christmas Eve over the central parts of the Philippines. Areas that are most likely to be affected: the northern part of Mindanao, the central and southern Visayas region. Further north, probably quite a bit of rain even into southern and maybe even central Luzon, but winds probably won't be so high up there. Sea surface temperatures look like this. Fahrenheit in temperatures there into the lower 80s, high 70s. That's around 25, 26 degrees Celsius. 81 is 27, 82, 28. Here is the progression of the storm over the next few days as well, so we can take a look at that wind field a little bit more closely here on the GFS. Calling for it to become a typhoon, that's what the JTWC is saying over the next 5 days. Landfall there by the looks of it in Leyte as a Category 1, moving through, still a typhoon on the other side. This is the 26th now, and possibly even reaching its peak intensity out there in the South China Sea. And by the 27th it's weakening, stalling, and then it's really regressing as it continues slowly towards the west there. Well, here's what the other models are saying. The HWRF calling for a Category 2 and the CTCX calling for a borderline Category 5. Well, I'm not sure about that happening at this juncture. It is still early stages though in this system's development. It does appear though most likely it will become a typhoon. Wind shear will be dropping, sea surface temperatures remaining fairly decent, 29-30 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is also fairly good and the track is pretty much worked out as well. On the satellite imagery, it's not looking particularly great, it has to be said. Most of the convection is on the northern side of the storm's center, some of it over the island of Yap right now as well, so there could be some significant amounts of rainfall over there at this moment and in the next few hours before it starts to move away. Palau might get just a little bit of rainfall too, probably not a huge amount because it will be on the drier southern side of the storm, but any blow-ups in convection that occur on that southern side could make things different there in the next few hours. Keep watching this storm for all interests in the Philippines. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube channel. If you're not there already, you may well be. Good chance of that. Subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page, search Force 13 all in text, and our Twitter handle, it's @Force13 on there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming an Ultimate Fan on YouTube. To see the full list of Ultimate Fan benefits and to join, visit youtube.com/Force13/join. With a special thanks to our top supporters this month. You can also check out our growing merch store so you can show Force 13's colors wherever you go. You can also find a link to our Discord server underneath this video in the description.